Today importantly marks a big day as the GST Council, which is chaired by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, is scheduled to hold two-day meeting starting today to discuss the revisions of the tax slabs. While this meeting comes as the centre nears the deadline for the implementation of the next generation reforms under the goods and the services tax regime by the early October, Revenue Secretary Arvind Srivastava, who is the ex-officio secretary of the council, has issued a notice last month regarding the meeting and also alerted that the meeting of officers of state and centre will be held a day before the 56th meeting of the GST Council. This meeting comes over 2 weeks after the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during his Independence Day address from the Red Fort, announced that the next big phase of the reforms in the GST regime by Diwali this year as a gift for the common man. The centre has suggested replacing multiple slabs, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28% with a broader two-slab structure. Replacing 4 to 2 is the next plan, while 5% and 18% in addition to 40% special rate for the sin and demerit goods. Now viewers, let's take a look at what all we can expect from this historic GST cut and how exactly what is going to be changed as we see of the proposed recommendations. Now, what is expected in the GST 2.0? This is of course the simplification of the GST slabs to just two rates. As I spoke, it's 5 and 18% from the earlier 4 slabs that were in place. That is the broader outlook of how the larger picture of the change looks like. Now, moving on, that is also going to move the most of the 12% items to either 5 or the 18% categories. Either in the 5% or in the 18% category, most of the items will be moved out into that. Now, the third important expectation that we see is that it is going to reduce the GST on the essential goods, which are like toiletries, which are also electronics and hybrid cars. So, this is going to be largely a big relief for the people who are dealing in the export and also many in fact statements that are also related. Now, the fourth expectation is lowering the GST on the consumer durables such as ACs, TVs and refrigerators. It is also going to lower the GST on the consumer durables, as the introduction of this expectation is going to steep a 40% GST on the luxury and sin goods. That is going to be a big relief, as we see that out of the expectation, the decision on scrapping or replacing the compensation cess after 2026. This is from where the thought has come. This is of course a decision to scrap the cess by 2026. States are demanding 5-year revenue security guarantees, as this is going to be another big expectation, as many states are requesting for the revenue. Now, another one is that it is a mechanism to prevent the profiteering and ensure that GST cuts reach the consumers. Of course, this is in a bid to boost the supply and to also boost the consumption of many electronic and other devices, which are often at this point of time facing a huge roadblock due to the inflation prices. Now, this is also going to boost the consumption-led sectors and stock markets from the lower rates. The stock markets from the lower rates are going to get a big boost. That is another big expectation that we have. While the states that have projected to gain 14.1.5 lakh crores in the revenue from the rationalization of the GST slabs. Along with that, the clarifying of the GST treatment for the new age sectors such as AI, online gaming and digital asset is also going to be a big direction in which we see a change, as the clarity on the GST treatment of the health and life insurances premiums as well. Now, after we get an understanding of the big changes that will be proposed in technical matters, even the premiums on our life insurances are going to be in fact impacted. considering that is going to bring the petroleum and products and the alcohol under the GST as well. Now, the petroleum and the products like and beverages including alcohol is also going to be under GST. Now, it is also important to note that operationalizing of the GST appellate has also the tribunal for the faster dispute resolution. This is going to be another way where the consumers are the section that is going to be benefited, while technology upgrades include the invoice management, the APIs and the simplified returns, where the latest technology that we will see in the broader plan is going to be equipped with the AI tools as well. It is going to streamline the GST registration and centralized assessment for the multi-state firms, as that is another expectation, while the unified return system merging CSTR and CSTR3B is going to be a big collaboration as well, while it is going to track and trace the mechanism for the invasion prone goods using the unique ITs. All right, viewers, as we move forward, the expansion of the input service distributor mechanism to interstate transactions is going to be another expectation from here. It is also going to offer the clarification on the GST treatment for the prepaid items like gift vouchers.